Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. This one I find interesting, okay? There's reports. Now, like I said, again, this is not, I can't say, this is 100% accurate because I say so. No, it's just reports that are coming in. But of course, if you ask certain people in the state, nothing to see here, nothing to worry about, everything is beautiful. Maybe the people in the apartment complex might have a different opinion of that. But it has been reported that a Venezuelan gang, people that have come in from Venezuela, illegally of course, across our southern border, which we're giving shelter to everyone and setting them up and shipping them around the entire country. So, you know, they're all over the place. But anyway, this gang, they're saying, this is information that's coming in, has taken over this apartment complex and extorting, got the management out of the way, and they're extorting the people that live in these apartments for the money for the rent. They're having now to pay these guys. So they're saying. Now, I'm not saying that this is true. I'm not saying it's not true. But, you know, of course, we can't have, you know, bad information coming out. I mean, my goodness, this is an election year. And we've had the southern border wide open for 3.5 years, right? You know, they want to change that now and realize that, oh my goodness, maybe some bad actors have come into the country illegally. Well, that couldn't have possibly happened. I mean, they do such a great job, right? Folks, I'm going to tell you what, I don't see, and we're going to talk about something else in this video as well, okay? I don't see how anybody with a logical mind, with clear thinking, could go, hey, yeah, this has been fantastic this last 3.5 years. Let's keep this going. And let's put in the person that has been selected. I want you to remember this, folks. For all of you that are, you know, big on the democratic process, right? Was Harris duly elected through the democratic process to be the candidate, right? Was she elected? Did she go through primaries and you know, like Trump did and Biden did, right? And Biden was supposed to be the candidate. Oh, these bugs are just like ridiculous, guys. I'm gonna tell you what. You know, they went through that process. Biden was supposed to be the candidate until all of a sudden now, nope, he's not going to be the candidate anymore because, you know, he's in cognitive decline now, all of a sudden, according to what's being said. I mean, why was he removed as the candidate? Why was he removed as the candidate? Why was Harris selected to be the candidate? She wasn't elected. She didn't go through that process. So she was absolutely selected, folks. Okay, now how do you go from being, and this is, I mean, like I said, I have a ton of questions. I will always have questions. How do you go from being one of the most incompetent vice presidents on record to now she's going to be the savior? She's going to save everything? Well, she's going to fix the problems that she helped to create through her, you know, term as vice president, right? She's going to be the one that's going to, I'm going to fix this and I'm going to fix that and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But, you know, flip-flopping on policies when it comes to fracking was a good example. Now, all of a sudden, she's for fracking. I mean, it's just, you can't make this stuff up, folks. And I don't know how people are not up in arms. Now, we have to realize, why is she the candidate? Because all the money that was raised for, you know, the Biden-Harris ticket, unless she was the candidate, because now he's out, right? He's out. Now they got him hiding someplace. You don't see too much of him anymore. We can't put him out there in the forefront anymore. We've got to try to guide through the last several months of his presidency. You have all that money. They would have lost all that money because that was supposed to be for that campaign. So unless it was Harris, they would lose all that money. So that's why she was selected, because if they gave it to a PAC or whatever the case may be, they would still lose a lot of that money, and that's millions and millions of dollars, you know, for that campaign. So that's why now all of a sudden she's the candidate, and you know, she's the, you know, the selected one, you know, and just people just automatically, oh yes, oh my goodness, yes, let's, you know, I'm with her. Yeah, okay. Bunch of freaking morons. Folks, I'm not talking about any way about her way that she got to where she's at by on her knees or any of that kind of stuff, right? But because everybody that actually pays attention knows that history of how she got to where she was through politics. We all know that, okay? With Willie Brown and, you know, him being a married man and her sleeping with a married man and all that type of stuff. So there's your moral character, right? We already know morally where she's at, so for those of you that give a crap about that. But you just go on her record. If you just go on her record, folks, based on her record, she is a freaking disaster. An absolute disaster. So, but anyway, we have this situation, I'm getting completely off track here, have a situation in Colorado where these migrants that came in illegally are taking over this apartment complex, apparently, okay, and there's a big issue there. So, you know, to me, you reap what you sow, realistically, that's a fact. You know, you allow something to happen, and now you got to pay the consequences for it. And so this is going to continue to happen. This isn't something that's going to go away. I mean, there's been rumors, right, that Venezuela emptied out a bunch of prisons and mental institutions and sent all those people here. Now, I don't know if that is true. I don't know if that is not true. But that is what has been talked about, that has happened. And if you, Cuba did it, right? Castro did it down in Cuba. He emptied out his prisons and, you know, insane asylums and sent those people to the United States because, you know, we were taking everybody in. And then all of a sudden we had an explosion of crime down in Miami and all those areas in Florida, right? Geez, I wonder why that was. Interesting stuff, guys. I'll tell you, you know, you really can't make it up. And the news media can't sugarcoat it and gloss it over and hide facts, right? Things that happened. They can't hide that. And so why you know, we're like morons. We are morons in this country for continuing to allow this to happen. And so everybody that sits back and you know, is complacent and does nothing and is not up in arms about this, as long as you're not up in arms, nothing's ever going to change. All right? So anyway, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.